G'day, my name's Sam, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. In this video, I'll be answering the questions you sent in your email. I decided I wanted to be a tour guide when I was working in South Africa. I was working as an anti-poaching ranger in the Kruger, and on my days off, I would hang out with the tour guides, and they'd take me out, show me what they did, and I fell in love with it. I'd done a lot of wildlife rescue before then, and worked in hospitality for a long time, and I was also a trivia master. And it turns out the combination of learning all those facts and trivia and looking after customers was a good combination for a tour guide. So once that contract was finished, I headed north to Tanzania, where I worked with Nyangi Adventures and really got stuck into the tour guiding there. I'd love to live on Kangaroo Island because I'd love to get back into wildlife rescue. So the idea of doing tour guiding and then on my time off doing some wildlife rehab would be a beautiful combination for me. I think this job in particular would suit me because it involves kayaking. I'm an avid kayaker and quad bikes. So as you can see by the helmet in the background, I live off a two-wheel bike normally, which I will show you now. This is the Blue Boar, as I call her. She's the bike that I'll be taking to Kangaroo Island if I get this job. So I ride across the desert, which I'd be very excited to do. My idea of tour guiding is the same as my idea of hospitality. You're there to create an experience. You're there to keep your customers happy. I've got great memories from my times overseas, and a lot of that came from the guides I was with. It's not just a job, it's part of the experience. The main thing I bring to this job is that enthusiastic attitude. Also, as an ex-English teacher, I've worked with many international students, and I know how to measure my language for foreign customers. I make sure everyone has a good time. Having worked with militaries and the New South Wales Ambulance Service, I also recognise the importance of safety, and it's not something I take lightly. So I ensure everyone has a great time, but also a safe time too. As for where I see myself in 3 to 5 years, I actually just finished a kids novel. I'm in the final process of the final edit and then the fun game of finding a publisher. I've been published a few times in magazines and newspapers, mostly about my travels and my adventures. So in 3 to 5 years, I'd love to have that book out and then be working on another one while still tour guiding. Working outdoors and writing seems like a dream. The story's about a little bonobo and a chimpanzee that team up to rescue their friends from poachers. So all my stories have a wildlife education element. That's what I'm passionate about, obviously writing, wildlife, and my music too. This is what comes with me on the motorbike. Looks a bit of like Frankenstein guitar, but she sits on perfectly on the back, so I've got my music anywhere I go. So the idea of living on Kangaroo Island, giving people great adventures, learning more about wildlife even for myself, and also getting back involved in the wildlife game would be a dream come true. I'm 35 now, looking to commit to a full-time job, and I would work very hard for you. I hope to hear back from you. Thank you.